In this video, we're going to talk about packages and how to install them and then how to use them as well. One of the ones that we're going to use an awful lot is the Tidyverse. And so to install a package, and there are all kinds of them. You can find them to do a lot of different stuff. But the Tidyverse is very kind of, it's actually a collection of packages that has taken the evolution of R and developed in a way that is useful and has a nice clean flow to it. So we'll use that a lot. So let's do this. I'm going to install it. So we're going to do install packages. So notice as I type, a lot of times RStudio wants to pop up and make suggestions. So there we go, install packages. The one I want to install, I'm going to put quotes. Notice when I did the double quotes, it actually put a beginning and the end. So sometimes that can be useful. So the package I want to use and install is the Tidyverse. So I'm gonna install packages, and like I do running a command, I hit Control Enter to run that line. So let's hit Control Enter, and we look down below and we see that RStudio is going through the process of installing the Tidyverse package. All right, so I paused it for a minute. It took a couple minutes to run, but I can look down, and there sometimes would be error messages and so on. But notice the Tidyverse has a lot of sub packages, and that's all these down here. And it tells me that the downloaded binary packages are in here, but I don't really care about that. All I care about is that the Tidyverse has been installed. Now, what I want to think about with packages, I have installed this package, but R will only use the Tidyverse if I load it during a session that I'm running. So let's do this. I'm going to use the library command and Tidyverse. So I have installed Tidyverse, and now I'm going to use the library command to essentially tell R, hey, that package that we installed, we want to use it for the remainder of this session until we restart R. So I'm going to do library. It's going to show me some of the packages, show me some of the conflicts that I'm not going to worry about. So now I'm going, I can use all the commands in the Tidyverse. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do is often I'm going to create scripts. And what a script is a collection of R commands that I can load and then reuse. So in this case, I've got the start of a script. I use the get working directory, I set the working directory, I installed a package, and I loaded that package into the library so I can use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that script. So I'm going to do File, Save As, and I'm going to, since I changed the working directory, well, in this case, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. You save it wherever you want to save scripts that you're going to be able to use again. And in this case, I'm just going to call it trash because I'm not going to use it anymore. You might want to call it something that you will use it. So I'm going to save it to the desktop. Trash already exists. This is something I use a lot. Just overwrite. Do I want to overwrite it? Sure. Okay. So now notice I have this script called trash. Let's close it. We'll do File, Open File. Let's go to the desktop. There's my trash script that I created. Now I open it up. All right, so I installed the package Tidyverse. I loaded it into the library. But one of the things I'm gonna want to do is I'm not gonna want to install this every time I start the script. I've already installed it. I only need to install it again if versions have changed or so on. So one of the things that I can do in an R script is use the pound sign in front of a command to comment it out. And I want to get real used to writing comments because they'll help make my R scripts a lot more useful. So let's rearrange this in a way that is a lot more useful. I'm going to copy these. I'm going to say Control X. I cut those, go to the top, and Control V, paste them. So I'm going to have a commented out install packages, and above it, I'm going to write the following command will let me install a package. Let's go down and say the following command will let me use the tidyverse package for my R session. Let's do this. Let's copy this below. Control X, Control V. We'll say, the following command sets my working directory. And finally, the following command tells me what working directory I'm in. All right, so now I've got a nice little script with commands in it. I might be a little excessive. At some point, you're not going to need the commands, but the more comments you use at the beginning, when you go back to scripts later on, they'll really help you understand them. So I'm going to file, I'm going to save that one again. So now I've got a script that I can load up. I can hit Control-Alt-R, and Control-Alt-R will run all of the commands in a script. So notice it ran all of them down below. Control-Enter. I click on any line, Control-Enter will just run that command. So that's how we install a package, how we create a script.